Alright, welcome back. This is Proof, and you're watching Tyranny. This is episode 4, I think. Fuck, I'm such a stoner. Always losing track of what I'm trying to do. It's a missive. What's this? I don't even know. Taking the Outer Valley. Good, these are my quests. Okay. So these two are done. Now I have to secure the outer ring of the well. I need to help them deal with the rebel forces in the area. Okay. So I need to speak with the Fifth Eye in the Chorus camp and the Battle of Equipal Crossing. Speak with Iron Marshal at his favorite camp. Okay. Who's the Iron Marshal? Is that him? Okay, let's see. You mean you haven't heard from the Commander Iron Corps? It's been a full span since we sent word. Last we heard, Master Radek said to keep an eye out on the northeastern pass, that he'd be coming through there. For the mercy of Kairos, we don't have the soldiers to send hunting through the trees for our own gambler ship, so I guess that's my job. By Kairos Iron Anus. Hey, wait a minute. It's the fire starter, and those swine finks in the chorus told me you were a pile of ash. The massive soldier advances, arms spread to grapple you and embrace. Salute. Lashing his arms around your body, lifting the air and embrace. The North never forgets a friend in need. He places you back down, effortless. He scoops in the air, letting out a soft chuckle. Our little camp is overrun with these southern lepers that the voices adopts along the way. Seavis looks out toward the brace of quarrymen loitering by the edge of the camp. Probably half of them were the fuckers we didn't kill first time through the valley. Troubling thought. Gravenash doesn't tell me everything, but I know you're here on official court business. Iron Marshal's running the logistics on this one. I'm just playing slave driver and making sure the patrols stay on schedule. What is it you need? Is there a problem? Blah 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 blah. Oh shoot, I could lend a hand. Wow, Northern Clearing's now unlocked. Could you? I knew that Tunan's agent would fail us in a time of need. I'll mark the last known site, Earth, Shaker reinforcements on your map. Why do you think the siege delayed for so long? It should have been over real quick and simple. First cohort arrived in the valley and went right for the kill. But that was before we knew the Vendrian Guard had sages and that Water Witch on their side. Water Witch, eh? Bigger problem is the Scarlet Chorus. They eagerly conscript the Vendrian Guard, but I have no proof of this. But it seems they do very little to keep a watchful eye on these drafted Tearsmen. They're often sent out in patrol. We suspect they use that opportunity to escape back to the Vendrian Guard. Every Chorus conscript has a choice: life under Kairos or death under the army's boots. By all means, feel free to cut down those who choose the latter. We won't be offended. Just so we don't mistake each other, I know what I'm saying carries an implication of treachery. I'm not making a formal accusation, just voicing my gut opinion. Disfavored, only too eager to deliver Kairos' peace to the tears with the Scarlet Chorus, bring only mayhem in their wake. You can tell me the voices of Nerat has a plan, and I'll take your word for it. The Chorus sure seems to wander around, never moving with the purposes we do. What if we've been fighting the same war, soldier? I've seen Ash yank his precious soldiers away from more battles than he's won. If you want to call that progress, be my guess. Unless we find a way to work this one, I fear that the Scarlet Chorus will step in front of Gravenash's strategies at every turn. As far as I'm concerned, it seems like the voices of Nerat is here to amuse himself, while the rest of us are here to do our job. Not much to tell. He's the Elder, first of his name, Drill Master of the Iron Guard. Back to my other questions. Farewell. Alright, so got a new quest. Oh, that's the marshal. Is this guy talking to me yet? No. So, don't just coddle the impact. Push back with your shield. Take the momentum. Iron Marshal Erenos, field commander of the disfavored, pounds her fist in the air. She calls out the warriors on the training field. I said, eyes on your opponent, waistline. Your opponent's waistline. If you spend more than a glance checking his footwork, you've lost. The disfavored officer turns to you, adjusting her pale golden surcoat as she clears her throat. You need to stay on top of the troops or the skills will rust. It's for their own good, even if they don't believe it. What's the situation? Brigades amassing along Placid Alcohol. Little Tooth. Avenger and Guard may be able to hold one bridge, but they cannot hold against concerted three-pronged attack. But we all die should we fail, so now let blah 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 blah. I will assist. Loath to work with those who do not share trainer values, but we know that Tunon and the Adjudicator selects only the most capable minds for his court. And Jill will be leading the charge at Alcohol. Crossing the system, you will be the bark. Stone shields. Okay. Barrick. Before you ask, no. Forge-bound weren't sloshed on Dappleseed when they fitted his armor. He survived the full force of the Edict of Storms, and this armor doesn't exactly come off. Technically, it's quite brilliant otherwise. It's something of a curse. Barrick. The soldier that steps up to you better resembles an amalgamation of rusted blades and mismatched pieces of armor fused into a vaguely human machine. He reeks of sweat, feces, and whatever oil treatment keeps him flexible. Gross.
Fatebinder, the Iron Marshal has tasked me with keeping you alive, and I have no intention of disappointing her. That should be enough assurance for anyone.
Oh, he's well spoken for a stinky suit of armor.
Likewise, good Binder.
Use the heavy iron armor to salute, sword body flanking as he wraps his gauntlet against the twisted sheets of metal that form his breastplate.
Barrick, is that you under there? I had no idea you were in Vendrian's well. Fatebinder, do you know this walking anchor?
I know him as well as I knew anyone during the conquest.
That can change. When the tiers are fully under our command, I'll take you to whatever passes for a watering hole in this forsaken country. We'll drink the local swill to honor the fallen.
Forget the fallen. I know a great brothel in Lethian's Crossing where we can watch something rise, then fall, then rise again.
Fatebinder will be joining us for the push across the river. I figured an extra hand might help. More importantly, if my worries come true and the chorus tries to defeat the mission, we'll have an observer from the court on our side.
Better to work with the honorable Binder than some chorus children.
So, start my creek becomes this night. Okay, Barrick, you've been without a cohort since the last battle of Stalwart. This time we'll give you a task more worthy of hauling wagons and leading training drills. Assigned you to the Fatebinder's service. Okay. I'm honored, blah blah blah. Favored with disfavored and loyalty with Barrick. Alright. We got a walking suit of armor. Huh. Crazy. Okay, well then. Iron A. Better in some ways, but less armor penetration. What's his stats like? Some strength. He's a little slow and dumb like my character. Nice resolve, nice brutality. Yeah, it's just like pure tank.
Right.
Think size of him.
Can't do that.
No. Oh, sweet. I guess, well, got new stuff, Oathbound helms. Look pretty cool. I have to say. That's a lot of money though, I don't have enough money for anything. Hurt. My character's hurting for, you know, I'm some fucking special guy. Impenetrable. What does that mean? Plus 15 parry. That's kinda cool. Alright. A little better. Just need a cooler helmet. This guy will talk to me a little more now. Back again? Have you so little to do besides standing around at his favorite camp? Alright, fine. Jerk.
Can't do that.
That's all hurting. Let's get out of here.
Good thing I keep a torsion wrench handy.
Alright. So I got a few quests I can do now. I guess I haven't been to that camp yet. Is that where I started? Yeah. I wonder if I can take that treasure now. Let's go take a look. Well, let's save it first. No, I guess probably autosaves. Yes. Let's deal with these small pack of losers. Whoa.
That's far enough, Fatebinder.
A woman's voice booms from atop a nearby outcropping. Flashes of aquamarine body paint peek out from under her loose-fitting traveler's garb, and her outfit is festooned in braids and knots of sailor's line. Flanking on either side by warriors dressed in Vendran regalia, the woman leans on an elaborate bladed staff pulsing with arcane energy. A swath of blue fabric rests draped over her arm.
In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I offer and request a delay of blade. There are matters we must discuss without fear of reprisal. As is our custom, we are ready to kill to defend our lands, but we kill only in fair battle. We don't slay our prisoners. We know this isn't Kairos's way, but we must have hope. A few of my kin have gone missing, and though they may have perished, I have to inquire on the off chance they still live. If Captain Tarkus Deimos still lives, we would negotiate for his release.
Assuming he's our prisoner, what would you offer in exchange?
We would offer you 5 choirmen that got lost on patrol. They're healthy.
I would not have us barter with Oathbreakers. Certainly not for any...
You say there's something worth less than a disfavored life. Call me intrigued.
Then if we see him again, it will have to be as enemies.
He's with the course now.
If I may make one more inquiry, what of Palox Tyrell? Did he survive?
Alex Tyrell. Alex Tyrell is dead.
My apologies, Fatebinder. I had no expectations that our friends could be saved, as I'm sure the time for swapping prisoners is long gone. But at least I know of what became of them. That'll have to be enough. Then all that remains is for me to thank you for hearing me out. In accordance with our ancient customs north and south, let us part with peaceful accord.
Huh. Weird. So I can actually get on with them. Shit, there's a lot of talking and stuff. I'm gonna speak with Verz and speak with him. How did you do that? Well, I've done it before. You cast the Edict of Fire on the Velden Citadel. I heard about it. How Kairos Anchor raised a volcano from under the sage's own fortress. That's some impressive work. Considering that you've read the words of Kairos more than once, I'm surprised that you're even alive to tell of it. Your vocal cords should have turned to ash by now. I'm not trying to make you feel uncomfortable. It's just worth recognizing what you've done. Not only are you Toonland's Fatebinder, you're the mouthpiece of the Overlord. Gives me plenty of reason to stick around. You're going places, and I want to see where they lead.
What do you need?
Tearsman can either fight or submit. No one of those options captures interest. It's a pragmatic one. Since unification is such a vague concept that Kairos allows the disfavored and the course to interpret it as they will. The Overlord is concerned with results. I'm happy to focus on the details, especially if that means cutting off a farmer's legs while his family watches their land burn. That's pretty grimy. Yeah. I am not actually serious about that. Okay. Minded braggart. Watch your words. I'm not here you talking to the Archon this way. You would think that someone more deserving would take Ash's mantle from him, but the disfavored have this cult of personality built around their great general. In their eyes, you can do no wrong. What about disfavored sorted among themselves? Aging figurehead. Stop babying your troops. Pain is a lesson. Misplaced ethics. What about Ash's connection to his troops? If anything, it's only true because the soldiers place that much trust in it. Too much. What are your thoughts on the battle strategies? Blah blah blah. The answer is routine and discipline as if they're weaknesses. You spy. Alright, now who do you have to say?
Fatebinder, what can I do for you?
Verse has a point. Loyalty to the verse is really fair. I'm too lazy to read all this. What's the story?
It is a
with the
symbol
armor?
of Kairos' will, one that I am not likely to forget. I found this armor. Perhaps it would be better.
Cohort disfavored soldiers vanished in the second year of the war, among them the daughter of Graven Ash. Among silence we learned that she is held in the fortress of Sentinel Strand. As we sounded the citadel, I heard the opening peals of thunder. As I did, the scout I was busy trying to kill. Oh, sorry, as did. Then the winds hit like an avalanche, bending us back house for deliverance. What else were we to do? The winds knocked the legs off our offensive out from under us. All the decorated soldiers are brought to the battle are swept up and dashed to pieces, their armor and bodies mixing with the dirt of tornado that spun matting revolutions. A piece of the citadel wall broke off and nearly crushed my skull. I only remember a few scattered moments from the storm, like the flying bits of bronze and iron cutting my flesh, the severed limbs of fallen soldiers tumbling through the air. Eventually I woke up thinking myself trapped under rubble. When I rose and felt like I was buckling under my own weight, that's when I realized I was stuck, right and truly stuck inside the heap of scrap. She was strapped behind the walls of Central Stand, imprisoned by Carlos Storm, explosive forces itself, 1,000 soldiers standing shoulder to shoulder could not have endured those winds to rescue her. Mystery. I made attempts in the past, even had one of the beast haulers in land pull on the helmet while another pulled on my boots. The men in the phalanx are taking great pleasure in trying to find ways to liberate me. In time I grew aware of the struggle. Sometimes I fear that removing armor would be to question Kyle's judgment or risk a more odious curse. Oh, this guy's so gross. What repairs, maintenance, no. Give me an idea how to better maintain this. Discuss them. Okay. Ugh, so much to talk about. That was just one thing.
Though we are encouraged to couple and mate within the Legion, I don't consider you one of my cohorts. I think I'll decline. You weren't? Forgive me. It's been some time since anyone made an advance. Suffice it to say, my armor and I will not be separated for the time being. When the war is over, my armor saved me from the destruction of Stalwart, where thousands of others lost their lives. So you can see why I continue to wear it.
Enough calluses to sleep at night. What about going to the bathroom? Shit. I don't need to tell you the suit of junk is a little pain in my ass, half broken, smelling of a midden perpetually jabbing my side. These dusty plates may not be up to standard, but they serve the disfavored well enough on the battlefield, if only to intimidate the enemy. Better for me to endure this condition than to shirk an advantage. Concerning that I would wear this as I marched across the bones of Stalwart, that was my burden goring heavier with each step. I have no desire to leave behind. It is a lesson, a reminder, yes, a prison. But all those things make it something more. These plates have something of me in them. They are as wicked as a bramble patch, as stubborn as a fortress, and hopelessly flawed. At present, removing my armor is not an option. If that ever changes, I suspect that the tears will tremble with the impact of my collapsing fortification. What a day that would be. As long as the old walls. Cool. Tell me about what you can do and can't do. Strike fear. Shield wall to the very body. How do you vacate your bowels? Let's say I manage poorly. Okay. What do you think of our circumstances? What do you think? One, more accustomed to traveling in the company of soldiers. Think of verse. Very well. Yeah, she's kind of evil.
Can't do that.
Alright, where am I anyway? Oh, this is like where I ran into those people.
You see what I see?
Ooh. How the hell do you see that, everyone? Alright, I didn't even get to go back where I was trying to go in the first place to see if I could pick that fucking lock. If I can't, that'd be embarrassing.
Sorry, I can't.
What? It's this way. Alright. Alright. Got some gloves. Proves everything. The warrior slams her fists together in a resounding clap. Like, for instance, whether you're fit to lead that flock of children. Behind her, the members of the gang posture the weapons held at the ready. Did you not hear the news of the edict? This is a foolish distraction. You ought to be saving our fight for the enemy. Well, until Fifth Eye starts the mustering chant, we ain't got nowhere to be. That's the problem here, no problem. Cap, fuck was my father. Fuck him, we're just fine. We have to prove our strength. What is happening? But I'll have your hands and feet removed, and the rest of you kept from my own use. That's such a stoner. Thinks he used to run a ship qualified to run a gang. I don't know who you are, but I don't need your help. Bickering amongst yourselves costs us the fuck this board does affect the others outside. I don't know. I could just beat Shiv. I could just beat him up. Lost faith with them. Oops. I don't know what the fuck is going on, man. I don't know. I'm in trouble fucking deciding what to do in this game. Huh. Place my foot behind hers. What do you think you are? I'm tuning Fate Finder. Leave the fighting to the grown adults. Blah 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 blah. Assault me again, I'll bury my blade in the belly before you can scream. She peels the surprise but pleased laugh at your threat. Tapping the flat of the blade against her thigh, she cants her neck until it audibly cracks. Swelling until it's thundering, then crashing and receding. It's been it's been the way of the chorus for as long as I've been in it. We take our prisoners alive, give them a chance yet to live. To be reborn into something better, putting any and every body to the sword like the disfavored. Do is nothing but a waste. A conquered enemy is but a new ally. It merely requires the proper coercion. Of course, we do sometimes have the problem of lingering loyalties. Deserters are rarely successful in their escape, but they do try. The Vendrian guards, strengthened by their numerous blood ties, have been particularly stubborn, so a better plan hatched. That be, I'm thinking we redouble our efforts to recruit settlers focused on the unaligned and unsuspecting instead of flushing ourselves to the gills with oathbreakers. Night Point has surfaced well enough to pass. Diplomatic approach. Ease them into the idea. Remote settlement. What can you tell me? What's your role? How's military life? Alright. It's a fucking lot of people to talk to, man. Here's the fifth eye.
Have a look here.
Where? Oh.
It's all in the reflexes.
Alright, let's see who this guy is. Blah blah blah. I'm betting a superstitious man. I'd say fortune favored me today. This here mud and shit sticking chorus camp. Of course, even if I was, it'd be damn near impossible to learn anything from this shit. Fifth Eye and those damn Furies don't even loot me enough for doing my detail. I'm not here to keep a steady eye on the Oathbreakers. They give far too much freedom after conscripting, and to be a resource for the benefit of both armies, I can provide insight regarding proper stratagem or cast a stock of troops from the Armed Marshal Arinos for reinforcements if needed. They won't listen to me, nor confide in me, nor fight beside brethren. I could request. From the way most of my days go, you think I are here to row with the Blood Chanters and Scarlet Furies, but my posts represent disfavored interests before Fifth Eye and the Scarlet Chorus. know I fucked up to get here. Got 3 days in the hole. Nice little shit promotion. Oh. Ah, shit. Alright. Tell death now what?
On it.
Alright.
Sorry, I can't. Yes. I'm carrying too much.
No dice.
Sorry, I can't.
Oh shit, why am I carrying all this? Maybe. What's that? Alright, there we go.
Right.
I wish there was a way to speed up movement. There's gotta be a way. Okay, these guys. Well, look what we have here. Chewing on its matter of cud, spittle, blah blah blah. Fatebinder finally shows. I'm Reg, second soldier chimes in. This is Baz. Wondering when you might pay the camp a visit. Fifth Eye is starved for attention. Ordered us to watch it like troublesome babe. Make sure you don't get out of line. Okay. Was this like? See what you can teach me. Those dual wield unarmed combat. Oh, the other one. Reg. Subterfuge. I'm not going to be able to get enough up there anyway. Get some subterfuge now though. Where does it say it? $50. There, that's pretty good. I can up my stats as well. Not sure yet. But let's go open this fucking thing. There's gotta be a way to speed up the game. Fast mode. Controls. Game. Fast toggle number plus plus. I thought I. There you are.
It's all in the reflexes.
Nice. Momentum gauntlets. Oh. cool. I guess. I don't know. That's where I can rest. I don't really see the point of resting. These guys have all leveled up and shit. Snigler. On noticing your approach, the merchant straightens his posture and smiles, but not the name is Snigler Douglas, originally from the relative tranquility of the Northern Empire, except a nomadic life. Okay, let's see what you got. Alright.
Can't do that.
There's Fifth Eye. What's this?
Just point me in the right direction.
Aye.
Damn, no lore. The binder of Tunan arrives, screaming with teenagers' timber. The Fifth Eye's voice makes your gums itch and your fingernails feel in need of a trim. We just finished having a bit of sport with some captains, but worry not. We'll have more fun with another batch momentarily. Dressed in a bronze-red regalia with crimson spears, the Fifth Eye beckons you to stand close, riding a blood spatter below. I'm here to order the Scarlet Chorus to die so that this favored might live. I'm not here to follow your every order. But of course, you are Tunan's concubine, not mine. I envy your long leash and hope you'll grace us with your prowess. We know the Oathbreakers are focused in the citadel beneath the mountain spire, but we have learned this is not their only nest. Given the pattern of attacks, they must have a second group maintaining camp here in the Outer Valley. Unless we deal with the second group, they'll attack from behind the moat and across the river. Wrong, and perhaps it is no mean feat to herd this many desperate lives. For every 2 hands of humanity, there is at least one finger that snaps from the stress of our ways. If you have been lost in the margins, I won't deny that, but if you store grain, expect some rat feces. If you lead killers, expect some desertion. Our last group of scouts returned with a new batch of prisoners, and one of these prisoners claimed she can lead us to the Vendrian Guard's secondary camp, though there are shreds of deception in her voice. Use your help questioning this Varai Count. Perhaps you will get less screams and tears and more useful information out of her. We knew where to ambush the Oathbreakers. We would try and take their captain and show them the wisdom of joining the chorus.
On it.
Okay, let's go interrogate this prisoner, I suppose. Here's the entry. Raquel. Please, someone, I wish to bow before the voices of Nerat. I thought all could find redemption in the chorus, so when in the makeshift armor of the Vendrian Guard pushes forward in agony. Her soiled, trembling legs suggest she's been forced to stand for days. This one was hollering earlier that she knows the location of the Vendrian Guard encampment, but she isn't being entirely honest. I told this thing that I wanted to guarantee I'd live and be welcomed in the chorus as a captain. Then we'll talk. Otherwise, they'll just kill me once I've opened up. I was dumb enough to join the Vendrian Guard. I'm not dumb enough to keep away my bargain in bronze. Because I want to live, and you don't need to be dark enough premonitions to know that the younger realms are gone for good. Kairos is the new strength of the Tears, and I'd rather stand with his Archons and be crushed by them. Suppose there's no answer. Except for the broken vow into myself. No, without passion for a foolish cause. I heard the chorus is looking for Captain Pelux Florin and his crew. I can lead you to them, but only if you release me. She turns her head, taking a long look at the skewered and smoldering corpses. Don't know exactly where the rest of my crew is, but I can tell you. She shakes her head, catching her breath. Search that one. She reaches up her right leg and points with her foot, calling attention to a nearby pile of corpses. The tall dark one missing most of his face. Check his left boot. He was the deliberate one in our crew. He had the orders. The sound of his fingers, a pair of firemen yank the boot off the fallen guardsman. A bold parchment slides out of the boot and is thrust into Fifth Eye's hands. He unfurls the scroll to give the read. It's nonsense, just a mash of words. Laughter erupts from under the mask. She said she had information. She gives the scarab. Slay this wretch for wasting her time. Blah blah blah. I heard her say, mission in white will be in order. Why'd she let me see it, you dumbass?
Sorry to interrupt, but I highly doubt it's gibberish. More likely, it's one of the local scripts.
Lantry. The voice comes as another prisoner tied up next to Varai, an older gentleman with quills, ink vials, and parchment scroll. One finds in the sages of the scroll of ink and quill. Ink smudges cover his cheeks, temples, and ears. His clothes appear charred. Between the rips of fabric, I spot burns.
I would love to help. I just need some time.
Sober? Since when do we share the good stuff with the...
No, nobody shared. Right before I was taken prisoner. Fatebinder, I beseech you, be my advocate for this trial. I'm no fool. I know the chorus uses blood, not words, to settle these matters. But you are a servant of the Archon of
I'll be his
Justice, are you
champion.
not?
This one needs to live.
Good. I like it when Tunon's puppies get their paws dirty.
I wouldn't mind taking a swing at some loudmouth chorus.
Trial by combat. Cool. So who am I fighting? Is it my group or just me? I'd rather just be me. Brothers and sisters, who amongst you sets the standard for strength? The claimants have been assembled. Now let the trial of the Oathbreaker begin.
Heads.
Got all that stuff you can do now. Shit. What does he do? Titan's Touch. Restoring Touch. Quicken. Full strike. It's kind of hurting. What can you do? Iron tolling, striking iron. If engaged by target, I don't know what that means. Barrack and the Fatebinder both bang on their shields and armor, harassing the enemy. The target is compelled to attack Barrack for a short time, while the Fatebinder's mocking gestures leave the enemy confused and off guard.
We have company! Bleed out, you little...
Ah! It's playing out fast. I can't even see.
No dice.
Ah, aren't you using a bow? Fuck, man.
I'll take that.
Lantry. You can... What's this do? Is that a teamwork one? Oh yeah, I can't do that one.
Get back here!
Apologies, but I can't do it.
Is that cast not on yourself? Oops, quicken. That's not what I wanted.
Sorry.
Alright. Let's see. Switch your weapons to melee.
About that?
Iron tolling.
I'm injured.
You're fine. Finish him.
Just
Why didn't you switch?
point me in the right. You got it.
Oh, he died? Hopefully he's just unconscious. Why is she using...
Right. Will do.
Huh. He's fucking dead down there. Hidden spot. Shovel away. Because the alternative is what living here with these illiterate brutes. My old studies under a river of fires, no family listen. Besides, I'd much rather chronicle the binder that twice proclaimed an edict of Kairos. Be fool to let someone else write your story. Sage Lantry. That sage is every bit as cutthroat as hardened gang bosses. They act the part of doddering scribes. Don't let that fool you. Smart for someone your age to be so mistrusting. But I'm not with the old breakers, if that's what you're fishing at. I work for them under duress, but I've no love of them. I'm not about to pledge to the chorus, and the disfavored wouldn't have me. Still, I consider myself a Kairos-fearing vassal of the overlords of Empire all the same. For as long as I've been a sage, I've been trained to defend myself. We can spend all our time finding books and sketching wildlife. Just most of it. For centuries, we've been in a quiet war with the School of Tides and the School of Wildcraft. You can't travel alone. Which side do I know the bronze dance? Sorry, not know. So what kind of character is he? A wizard? Quill. It's kind of weird. What kinds of magic? Wounds can remove when party rests. Alright, well, I'll rest at some point. I don't even know what all these do. There's so much to read later. I'll have to do some reading off screen, I think. What, you can't lower that? We'll see about that. Well, let's grab a little rest here. Oh yeah, I didn't even search these guys I killed. Sigil of Illusion. A new sigil. Magic in the world of Tyranny comes from learning how to perfectly scribe sigils and empower them with energy. Open the spell interface by pressing P. Create a new spell with the sigil I've learned. What's this? Sigil Focus Intent. Spectral Blur. Everyone can use spells. Oh, I gotta read all this. Shit. 2 or more sigils. The core sigil determines the type of magic, fire, frost, or illusion. The expression sigil determines how that core shapes itself in the world, such as a ball of fire, or frost enchanting a weapon. There are several categories of sigils that can accent a spell, granting it greater range, accuracy, or providing a bonus secondary effects. To begin creating spells, select the core sigil for the type of magic, followed by the expression sigil. Determine what kind of spell it takes. Well, I only seem to have this one. For example, if you want to create the Fireball spell, you select the sigil Flame as the core, followed by the sigil Directed Force to determine its shape. Spells have defaulted names based on the selected core expression. You can rename your spells using the spell interface. Each sigil requires a certain amount of lore skill to learn and control. Characters must have a lore skill at least equal to the spell's total difficulty. Lore skill 27. Once you've created the spell, use the Assign button to add that spell to one of your active party members. You can assign the spell to more than one character. If you want to modify the spell later after you discover more sigils, select the spell from For the party member you wish to modify, your interface will populate with the spell's information, allowing you to modify and save your changes. Customize your spells by selecting different icons. If you create multiple spells using the same core expressions but with different accents, these icons can help you differentiate your spells. Each spell has a default name, but you can customize your spell's name. Cool. Some accent sigils allow you to modify the area, effect, or range of your spells. When you use these sigils, the casting UI will display the increased range as the second, more transparent area beyond the base. That's awesome, actually, if I eventually get some more shit. I wish I made a spellcaster now. Alright, well, let's save this here. And guys, we're definitely going to take a break. It's been quite a long time on this. Lots of reading. Anyway, see you guys soon.